Hello guys and welcome to the Jello Cup Series Can-Am Duel at Daytona. I'm Brian James, joined by Daniel Hummel, who is also the play-by-play voice for the Truck Series this season.
How are you guys doing tonight?
He's going to get a little experience with me today. Anyway, Daniel, we saw the practices. Definitely, so far the Toyotas have shown the speed from what I could see in qualifying.
They're definitely fast here at Daytona. I don't know what it is about those Toyotas, but they really do have a ton of speed.
Yeah, and it's just unreal. James Qualls is the pole sitter for the Daytona 500. Then you got the 19 alongside of him in the 500. So Joe Gibbs swept the front row, which, in my opinion, didn't surprise me. I don't know about you.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, those Joe Gibbs cars showed a lot of speed. But one other car that showed a lot of speed, and he's starting outside pole today. That's Stephen Pollard III in that single car team. That's got to be huge for them.
It's really huge. You have a chance to earn a lot of points for the 500.
Yeah.
Get a good starting spot.
Yeah, but he also has to finish real well here in this duel, or else all that work in qualifying could go downhill, or go to waste, sort of. So good luck to Stephen Pollard today. Another small team in that top three is that 83 of Chris Dollerton. He starts third. Starting in fourth is Richard Kinghart. And you got in fifth, you got that second Furniture Row racing car with Jackson Lynn. And in sixth, you got Cole Vaughn. Seventh, you got Luis Hernandez. Then you got the big teams further back. Nathan Hudson in eighth, Jessica Emery in ninth, and then Charles Sanford in the 10th spot. Anyway, we're going to get the command now to fire the engines. And for those who don't know, the starting grid is at the bottom of your screen. Or, I'm sorry, it's right in the description.
Start your engines!
Starting grid is actually in your description today. I was lazy. Oh no! The 11 had an issue.
Oh, that's not good.
It's not gonna hurt him though.
He's in his pit. He's stuck in his pit.
Oh no. That is not good.
Oh, this inside line better catch up.
They'll have plenty of time on the pace lap. But that is a tough break for your pole sitter, James Qualls.
It's not going to be very good for him at all. So now the 83 is going to start from the pole. Take his place.
Stephen Pollard's gonna have an advantage, but like I said, this won't hurt James Qualls if he can get on the track. That's the big thing. Like I said, James Qualls has no fear. Maybe he's just, maybe he's
still. He even have misfire.
Maybe. It could also be that maybe he's just playing it at but I just don't. Like I said, I don't see how he'd play it conservative by doing that.
As long as he can get on the track, he should be fine. He will be fine.
Yeah, like I said, it all depends. Because like I said, the good news is that there's no car damage. But the bad news is if it's an engine or something, he's in a lot of trouble.
Pace car pulling off.
Dino's going to lead us to the green.
Alright. And the Can-Am Duel number 1 is green. 83 had a great start. That inside line is really working here at the opening moment.
Those Toyotas get going with that two-car tandem. Stephen Pollard's got a whole rear-view mirror full of Richard Kinghart in that 21 as they head out of turn number 2. How about the Chevys down low?
Toyotas up front are chugging along down the back stretch in turn 3.
Big advantage.
Here comes the 14.
Yeah, Luis Hernandez, here he comes. Keep in mind, the winner of this race gets that third starting spot. James Quall's still on the pit lane.
Well, now the 87's going to take a move. Just dump the 83. Oh, car on the wall.
Yep, we're going to see a little bit of that today. Luis Hernandez down to the lead. Brad Stover behind him in that 95.
He's now 14. Luis Hernandez is just blocking 2 lanes at once right now.
More like one lane. He's got Brad Stover to his inside.
95 to the inside. He's going to take lots of action up front early on.
What a big day this would be for Brad Stover if he could get that third starting spot.
18 in the wall.
18 in the wall in the back. He's still in the wall.
That'll hurt him. That's going to hurt him.
But your new leader, Brad Stover, keep in mind, starting up front, not a huge deal. James Quall's still on the pit lane. We're going to keep you updated on that situation. Once again, all he's got to do is turn one lap. That's all he's got to do. And keep in mind, it won't affect his starting
position. Now the 6 is going to try and make a move, and he's going to probably have it in turn 3 and 4.
Daniel, take a look at that car, second on the inside line right now.
What, that 43? Oh,
that's Dion Scott.
Dion Scott. Oh, he's going to try and make the move. Oh, we got
a wreck in the back. Stephen Pollard the third. They're going to save it.
Is the caution out, though? No.
No caution.
But that'll hurt now. There's no caution. But anyway, Dion Scott 3 wide for the lead. No, never mind.
Eric Faden's going to take it. Man, oh man. Aggressive racing early on. But no caution hurts.
That's going to hurt those.
That hurts Stephen Pollard and Jackson Lynn. So much for Stephen Pollard's good start.
24 teammates.
Charles Sanford to the inside.
Teammates battling for the lead. Never mind. Sanford takes it.
That battle's going to clear out.
They're still 3 wide.
Oh, they're hitting on the wall. They're getting in the wall pretty hard so far.
It's not easy to go 3 wide at 200 miles an hour. 190 miles an hour.
Yeah, definitely not an easy feat right there. Those Roush cars making it 3 wide. Make that 2 wide for second. That's Jessica Emery, and in the 17, Ethan Wicken.
There goes the 16.
You know, I sure hope we see this excitement in the truck series.
16's looking for the outside. It's not going to work.
I hope we see this kind of excitement in the truck series tomorrow.
I hope we do.
Truck series tomorrow. Daniel Hummel will be the head commentator. I'll be joining him, but
it's my series.
Yeah, it's your series. You take it.
Well, now the 1's going to kill her in the inside.
Oh, Charles Sanford.
He's definitely... That was a little side drafting. Oh, another crash.
Another crash.
The 30's around.
Now the caution is out.
Looks like he hit the wall hard.
14 and 30. Ryan Riso.
Looks like the 14 hit the
Luis
wall
Hernandez. Hard. James Qualls is finally on track.
So who will win the race back to the green? Or back to the caution?
Here it is. Steve Pollard to the or is that Robert Pollard? Robert Pollard and no, there's a Steve Pollard too.
Oh.
That's why I was wondering. Robert Pollard to the lead. Man, oh man. Good news for James Qualls though. Yeah, and good news for James Qualls. He got the car on track. He's going to be 4 laps down though. Unfortunately, but like I said, they start from the pole, so
all he has to do is not wreck the car and...
Yep. So, I believe, maybe a conservative approach from...
Yes, I completely agree. He doesn't want to race the car too hard.
You know what, though? James Qualls may have had the smartest move in this Can-Am duel, just sitting on the pit lane for the first 2 laps. I'm sure that's not what he wanted, but...
I mean, it's like better than racing the engine out of the car and risking blowing the motor early on.
Risking blowing the motor, risking wrecking, as we've been seeing.
Rather start from the front or start from the back. That would be my best advice.
Yeah, and he's on the pole, so he has nothing to worry about in this race. these guys, the rest of them, all battling for that third starting position
Just
on the
hopefully
inside
they
row.
can diagnose the issue and so it doesn't happen in big race 500.
Yeah, we're gonna take you to see what happened now. You know, you said it, Marcus Wish.
I thought I saw a 30 go around first, but
Yeah, we were talking about it during the break, and
wow,
the
Marcus
30
Wish just got into the back of Hernandez. And
well, the good news is they drove off, so no backup cars are going to be used. Because, like I said, if you got to go to a backup car in this race, you will go to the back in the 500.
it looks like the 14's going toward the wall, and maybe he saved it.
I don't think so, unfortunately. Like I said, we got an eye on the 30. Yeah, the 14.
Oh,
yeah, he's going to
saved
avoid
it.
that wall. That's good. That's very
No
good
one hit
news.
the wall. So he's going to be able to stay in. And that's pure concrete wall right there.
And-
That'll destroy the car.
And really good news for Ryan Riso there, because that team is an underfunded team. No sponsorship on the car, except for Curtis Key Plumbing. So really good that they didn't get into the wall and destroy the race car.
And here comes the 14.
Yeah, they're going to get back on track. But we're going to take you back to the green in just a minute. Back here at Daytona, take a look at your leaderboard right here. You got Robert Pollard in first, Tord Larson in second, Eric Faden in third, Brad Stover fourth, Nathan Hudson fifth. Daniel, we got Dion Scott in sixth.
Yeah, he's staying up there.
Yeah, Charles Sanford in seventh, Chris Dollarton in eighth, Ethan Wicken in ninth, 10th is Jessica Emery. I'll pick it up.
11th is Nathan Faden. 12th is Cole Vaughn. 13th is Landon Martin. 14th Richard Kinghart. 15th is Marcus Wish. 16th Stephen Pollard III. 17th Jackson Lynn. 18th Ryan Riso. 19th Luis Hernandez. And 20th James Paul.
He is 4 laps down. For those who missed the start, he kind of had an issue rolling off the pit lane. It won't affect him though, because it looks like they got it fixed. So he will not have to go to the rear for the 500
he doesn't wreck
based
it.
on this race.
As long as he doesn't wreck the car.
Wait, here we go. Robert Pollard going to lead him back to the green. We're back underway here at Daytona. You know, how quickly will we see this side-by-side racing?
It depends. I think we might get it as early as turn 1. There we go.
There we go.
As early as turn
Pass. Few moves to pass
1.
here.
We're trying to make it 3 wide. 95 trying to make it 3 wide. Never mind.
Somebody ought to tell these guys there's no points involved with this race so far.
I think they're just trying to get that good starting position.
Yeah. Here we go. More side-by-side racing. Here comes Tord Larson.
Larson dives to the inside. He's going to get the lead in turn 3 and 4.
Inside lane is the preferred lane here at Daytona. Here goes Dion Scott.
I believe there was a little contact at 13 in the back. He was jarring to the outside.
How close these guys are racing, it's just unreal.
And they're almost bumper to bumper.
Oh boy, it's going to be... No, not quite through yet. Charles Sanford the lead.
The next time by, we'll have 5 laps to go, and that's when it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Any Daytona race.
I do not have a good feeling about that. James Qualls is at the rear of this pack.
The 83.
Dollarton to the lead. You got Nathan Hudson in second. Oh, they're in the wall in the back. I don't think it's going to matter that much. Chris Dollarton to the lead.
Lots of guys in the wall this race.
No wrecks thus far, but James Qualls running up the pack now. Maybe he's trying to help Stephen Pollard. Stephen Pollard's back up to speed. I'm shocked. He got involved in that early crash. Here comes the 18. Cole Vaughn.
3 by 3 behind them.
This is craziness. Someone's gonna hit the wall. Something's gonna happen.
There you go.
There they go. Dion Scott holds on.
Almost.
Nice save. We had a near wreck in opening practice here. Steve Pollard saved it.
They were door to door.
Yeah, Marcus Wish in that 38 in the second spot. How about starting third for that team? That would be huge.
James Quall's making a move, but he's a few laps down.
Yeah, that is not for position.
This is just to get a lap.
Marcus Wish to the lead. Coming to 3 to go.
Another underfunded ride.
Small budget team here. But they also have a Roush Fenway affiliation, so that could really help them this year. Oh, James Qualls hits the block on the 48.
Yeah, it's not
Or
gonna
tempted
work.
to. You knew he was going to get wrecked, and that's a good veteran move by James Qualls. You don't want to wreck that race car.
On the backstretch, 2 laps to go at the line.
2.5 to go right now, though. Eric Faden up on Luis Hernandez. He's gonna.
Look out.
Oh boy!
That's gonna cause chaos.
The leaders get by no problem.
This is gonna cause. Oh, God, I thought I was about to get wrecked.
This is gonna spread out the field with 2 to go.
They're gonna race the top 3. Or top 2, sorry.
This could be a top 5 race with them running side by side. Nope, it looks like it's gonna be a 2-man race, mano a mano.
With James Qualls separating them.
Eric Faden and Marcus Wish.
With James
Here's the
Qualls
thing,
separating them.
that 11 could have a say in who wins this race.
White flag at the line.
No lap traffic ahead.
So just smooth sailing for the 38.
Yep, white flag this time. 1 lap of racing to go.
Alright, who's gonna get to the line first? Can the 48 close up the door on him?
I have a feeling unless Eric Faden can get Chris Dollarton behind him, I just don't think he's going to be able to get to that 38. There's the lap traffic, but that's all the way in turn 4. Back to the lead run right here.
Down the backstretch for the final time.
Unless,
I don't think the 48 has enough time.
yeah, I think he's going to run out of time here. It was a valiant run, but that 11 ultimate, yeah, there's no way he's going to get by 2 cars in enough time. Marcus Wish is going to win Can-Am Duel number 1. Eric Faden in second, Chris Dollarton in third. Marcus Wish will start third in the Daytona 500. How about them apples?
Alright.
So here we go. We're just awaiting for the 30 of Ryan Riso to cross the line. That 14 and that 30 have some serious damage, so you can imagine they're going to be taking that car back to the shop. Cross. So there's the official results. Marcus Wish, Eric Faden, Chris Dollarton, Jessica Emery, Charles Sand for your top 5.
Robert Pollard, Nathan Faden, Ethan Wick, Landon Martin, Jackson Lynn rounds out your top 10.
Then you got Toward Larson, Brad Stover, Dion Scott, Nathan Hudson, and Richard Kinghart.
Now we got last 5. We got Stephen Pollard III, Cole Vaughn, Ryan Riso, Luis Hernandez, and James Qualls.
We'll be right back with Can-Am number 2. Can-Am number 2 right after this. And we're back with Can-Am Duel number 2. Daniel Hummel back with me. Anyway, so we saw an exciting Duel number 1. Do we expect the same with Duel number 2?
I think it's going to be just the same intensity.
Yeah. Hopefully the 19 doesn't break down like his teammate James Qualls, who must have had a misfire, as Daniel had initially it pointed out. So hopefully we won't see that. Anyway, so Griffin Lynn starting from the pole in this duel. Then you got Corey Gene Williams, or Johnny, in second. Aren't you in love with Dylan Young's car? No, I'm kidding. No. Anyway, Dylan Young, we mentioned he's got hidden speed in his car. Or I touched on it in qualifying, that he had hidden speed. Ace Rogers will start in the 4th spot, then Chris Dodd in the 5th. Got DJ Curtis in 6th. Steve Pollard. Real quickly, I want to show you that highlight. You'll see it in Countdown to Green for the Daytona 500, but this guy had a miraculous save. He almost lost the car and saved it somehow. So, yeah. Then I believe we're at 8th. Is Angel Navarro? So. Anyway, so here we go. We're going to get going here at Daytona for the 15-lap duel. Okay, so here we go. Starting grid is in the description again.
This time we have the leader actually going.
Yep, they all got going, which is good. To the rear in this one, it's on the side of your screen. The 42 of Jonathan Rains and the 55 of Cameron Rushton, both to the rear. They both lost engines as well in practice, just like Dion Scott in the first one. He had to go to the rear. That's a tough break, and especially for Rushton, that team's a small team. You know, the premium motorsports entries. Anyway, so we say same intensity, but in this one we kind of got a diverse field, as you can see. A lot of Chevrolets, a lot of Fords up front, not just the Toyotas.
Yeah, you got all 3 makes in the top 3.
Yeah.
Toyota, a Chevy, and a Ford, top 3.
Yep, but we got another small team starting on the outside pole. That's H. Scott Motorsports. Corey Williams, his teammate Jack Porkins in that 46 was fastest in opening practice. It'll be interesting to see if he can rekindle that speed.
The pace car pulls off, and green flag is out from Daytona for Can-Am duel number 2.
There they go off.
Good start for Griffin Lynn.
Yeah, good start for him. Dylan Young following in his tracks, though, all the way on the bumper for him. He's probably going to try and push that 19 ahead. Chris Dodd, though, not lifting either.
Inside line again. Dominant. And here goes Dylan Young for the lead.
Nope, he's not going to make it work. Chris Dodd will take over second, I have a feeling of that. Wow, Dylan Young did get on his outside, but it's not going to stick. Once again, inside lane, sort of the preferred lane. DJ Curtis is going to get into the wall probably, and I called it. Oh, they all get out of shape.
Oh,
Richard Johnson.
You can't do that.
He's fine. He was pushed down.
He's just trying to get back on the racing surface.
Chris Dodd to the lead.
And that costs him a ton.
Now here goes Steve Pollard for the lead, with help from Megan Atkins. Richard Johnson, that fifth car on the inside lane.
Here goes the 23.
Megan Atkins for the lead. She's going to take it.
Helping the 46 and the 34.
46 of Jack Porkins now looking for it.
Oh.
Haley Wish in that 34. Her teammate won.
19 almost got wrecked by Dylan Young.
this field is sort of spread out, but they are still racing very aggressive.
Very tight 3 wide.
There goes Richard Johnson for second. He's going to look for the lead now on Megan Atkins in that Guns Motorsports 93. Why he pulled to the outside to look for it is...
Another one that just came out of nowhere is a 44 and the 78.
Yeah, Zach Rogers in that 44, or in that 78. Then we got Ricky Falcon in that 44.
It just came out of nowhere.
Ricky Falcon is all over that 23's bumper.
There's just... Look, you can't even put a piece of paper between those two.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that leads directs, usually. Again, these cars not huge fans of... These Gen 6 cars not huge fans of that two-car
Megan
tandem.
Atkins gonna have to block 2 lanes at once.
Sam Curtis to the high line.
Wow, he just pushed the 44 out of the way.
Pushed him out of line.
That really hurt the 44 cars. He's just falling back.
Yeah, that outside lane just doesn't have the support of the inside
Going a
lane.
further distance.
Sam Curtis to the inside. With help from that 31. That's Ace Rogers. Sam Curtis to the lead.
There goes the 31. He's
Ace
no
Rogers.
luck.
Look who's on that inside lane too. That is his teammate Tommy Turbo, Ace Rogers' teammate.
Can't quite get it. 22 goes and covers.
3 has the wrong paint scheme, I just noticed. Error on my part. He's supposed to have that Tide paint scheme.
Oh.
10 to go. Oh well, still races the same.
3 wide almost for second.
The RCR guy's going 3 wide.
It's gonna be the 27 that wins that.
Cameron Rushton.
I just saw 31 brush the wall a little bit.
Cameron Rushton had to go to the rear. And here he is, with help from Zach Buchanan of JB Motorsports.
Nowhere. And the 42 is not that far behind him. He started from the rear too.
That 22 is in control, pretty much. He's going high, he's going low, he's going all over, making that car 3-4 lanes wide.
I'm surprised they have not wrecked yet with how close these guys are racing.
Now Cameron Rushton to the inside, he's going to take the lead probably. And he will.
Started from 19th place.
Yep, started from 19th. That is a nice move that he made to get that spot. We've seen aggressive racing, but we haven't seen the wrecks.
I'm surprised we haven't yet.
And we probably jinxed it.
We came close calls, but Zach Buchanan trying to help the 22.
That outside lane just is not going. 42 in the wall. There,
He was doing
the
well.
3 is all the way on the apron.
I think he may have just gotten pushed out of line.
I wouldn't doubt it. 34, Haley Wish to the inside. She's going to take the lead. That 3 is still on the apron.
He just can't get back in line. No one wants to let him back in line. Aggressive racing.
Here comes Zach Rogers.
Haley needs to cover that inside, and she does.
This could be a front row motorsports sweep. If she can hang on.
Zach Buchanan trying to fight for that inside behind him.
Richie's not going to lift though. Buchanan makes it 3 wide in the back. But
Does
Zach
not want to be
Rogers
in
still in
there.
control. Or Zach Rogers takes the lead. With help from Ricky Falcon. Here comes Sam Curtis once again. Zach Buchanan will get in line behind
Finally
Richard
he does.
Johnson. That car's not had a lot of speed all of Speed Week so far.
Inside line should be good. As long as he stays there.
Zach Rogers in control. We're coming to 6 laps to go.
And they're still trying to find a single line.
Sam Curtis makes the move. He went high, he went low.
Over.
The crossover. Sam Curtis will take the lead out of that crossover.
3 wide. But now look at Zach Buchanan. He's fighting for that top 5 position right now. I tell you, that inside line works.
Does. And that Toyota second in line on that inside lane. Look at who that is.
Johnson.
That's your pole sitter.
Richard
That's your
Johnson
second
going
place
up.
starter, Griffin Lim. Richard Johnson in that 3rd spot. This would be big for Guns Motorsports if they could get.
Oh, there he goes.
Finish. There he goes inside.
With help from Buchanan and the rest of them. Richard Johnson, can he stay on the inside? No, he gets covered.
The 5 DJ Curtis out.
Buchanan going for second now.
Buchanan made it 3 wide for a second. He's going to take second. Cameron Rushton's back up there with his teammate Steve Pollard.
He's going to try and take it on the outside.
It's not going to work.
I wouldn't have done that.
Sam Curtis has got great control of his field right now. He's got him right where he wants him. As we come to 4 laps to go.
And now Zach's is falling.
Let me tell you something. These premium motorsports cars, the 55 and the 98, they are in a Penske sandwich right now. Because look who's in 4th. That is Dylan Young.
He's stuck in the middle. Dylan Young just got stuck right in the middle.
The 55 and the 22 get some separation.
They're just chugging away. Three to go at the line.
That 22 is mirroring the 55 right now.
22 has dominated this race.
Yeah, here comes Chris Dodd and Haley Wish.
Notice how far 19 fell back. He's not even in the picture. He's just trying to play conservative.
Yeah, maybe he backed off.
He's all the way back.
Chris Dodd to 3rd. And they've caught him.
It's not an easy thing to do here at Daytona. It takes a lot of work to be able to catch
Here we go,
those two.
inside.
Inside goes the 55.
Will he have enough to get a nose under him? Yes, he will.
Well, and he's going to take the lead going into turn 4.
Sam Curtis is really the only guy. Sam Curtis made one little mistake, and it's going to cost him probably that 4th starting spot in the 500.
22 in the wall, brushed it.
3 wide,
3 wide for 3rd.
2 to go.
Zach Rogers going to the inside. Yeah. Dylan Young right behind
3
him.
wide for the lead.
Dylan Young going to the inside.
And he's going to take it.
1.5 laps to go.
Let me tell you something. I'd watch that.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that if I were him.
I'm telling you, Dino, watch that second car in the inside lane now. That guy could win the race.
Zach Buchanan, he's going to push the 27 all the way up to the lead.
White flag will fly this time. If Zach Buchanan can just hold the bottom there.
They almost wrecked.
They almost wrecked it.
That
Zach Buchanan to the high line. That's going to end his run. For it. Joshua Sicoli will lead him to the white flag.
The 44 is all the way down in the apron.
I don't think he can get back in line. There he does. Here comes Richard Johnson.
Watch out for that 93.
All he needs is a tiny run.
Oh, he can't clear him. He can't clear a 93.
He can't clear the 34.
This is going to be close.
Can he get a nose under him? No.
No, he can't. This is his last chance.
Last chance here. Can the 93 make a move?
I think he's not. I don't think he has enough time now.
No, not enough time. Joshua Sicoli will win Can-Am Duel number 2. Richard Johnson, he's going to start 6th. Definitely an exciting Can-Am Duel number 2.
And clean, too.
And a clean one.
There's a few close calls.
There was a lot of wrecking, but definitely not near the likes of Can-Am Duel number 1. Congratulations.
Picked up toward the end.
Congratulations to Joshua Siculi. He will start third. Or fourth, rather, in Daytona 500. Richard Johnson I thought he'd get a nose on him.
A great finish for him, too.
I don't think Richard wanted to force
on the
the
backstretch,
issue.
I thought it was going to be Richard Johnson once it got to the backstretch. I thought he was going to get right underneath him. He was underneath him out of turn 2.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Richard Johnson's a good friend of mine. If he had pulled that move off, I probably would have turned into Darrell Waltrip at the 2001 Daytona 500.
Oh, you're like, Richie!
Richie! No. The Muffin Man comes home in second. Joshua Siculi wins it. Angel Navarro in third. Sam Curtis in fourth. Chris Dodd in fifth.
Dylan Young 6th. Haley Wish 7th. Zach Buchanan 8th. Ricky Falcon 9th. And Steve Pollard in 10th.
Tommy Turbo will finish in 11th. Cameron Rushton in 12th, Corey Williams in 13th, Megan Atkins 14th, Zach Rogers is 15th.
Griffin Lynn, a pole sitter, second place, will finish 16th. Ace Rogers 17th, Jonathan Raines 18th, Jeff Porkins 19th, and DJ Curtis will finish 20th.
And he'll start last in the Daytona 500.
I wouldn't say it's a bad thing to start last.
It's not. It's definitely not. We will have to wait and see. Anyway, Truck Series will be coming up tomorrow. Daniel Hummel in the booth for that. And I know he's excited. I'm excited too. I'll be there for the coverage. Anyway, we'll see then. Then we got the Straight Talk Series on Saturday. We hope you'll tune in for that. And then it all leads up to the Daytona 500 on Sunday. Hope to see you all there. Speed Weeks continues here on NCN.